Hi, my name is Heidi Stokes, and I am the kindergarten teacher here at Chapman. And I have been using Canvas now for the past 2 years for obviously for online learning, and then now as a really great functional planning tool. And so the first key I would say to a Canvas course that is geared towards kinders is making sure that they can navigate easily. So I make sure that my thumbnail for my class is something that's easily identifiable. So I made this using Canva, but you can use any resource that helps make thumbnails or little banners. So I use Canva for that. So I click on my course, and the first thing that's going to pop up for my students is a home page. And my home page is kind of the one-stop shop for everything that they really need to know. So it has my contact information, it has my Zoom link, it has my office hours on there so that parents can click on here and they know exactly what to do. From there, I have an introduction video. I did put an all about me and an all about my an aide that works in my class quite a bit, so that students who are remote or students who are new to my class can watch that, and they can get up to speed really quickly. As you scroll down, the way that I organized my page that worked really well for me is I have a getting started button that has my online course requirements, my parent resources, and then all of my program tutorials. So if I use a specific program, I have created a screencast of how to use and how to access that one. So how to use Canvas, how to use Zoom, how to use Headsprout, how to use Alexia. I just made a really quick video so that my parents can watch that and they know how to use that at home. So then I always have a navigate to homepage back on the bottom that just makes it easy to navigate back. And then as I scroll down, I have my weeks broken down into each week. And then if you go all the way to the bottom, just so my page doesn't get too cluttered, when I'm done with an entire unit, I put it into another course, so that all my quarter 1 learning activities are here, quarter 2, quarter 3. And so then they can click on those. Again, I can use that for Reese's for new students, and then also for resources for students who are behind. So I like to make my pictures so that they're clickable for kids, because they're going to click on, like this week, obviously our unit was on dinosaurs. This was on rhythm and unit. Right now we're doing a Chinese culture unit. So they click on the little thumbnail, and then I have the goals for the week at the top, the main goals. And then down here, I have it broken down into each content area. So for today, I'm just going to show you the two main content areas: reading and writing and math. So when they click on reading, again, I have the goals for the week. I have the literature focus at the top. I have a required assignment for the students who are at home. And then I have, and this is the piece that makes it really great for planning for me, is I put in all of the resources that I'm going to use for this week's lesson in, I put the links in. So I have my intro to Chinese culture. We listen to traditional Chinese music while we're working. We have activities for the Chinese New Year. I've got things that they can click on that they can print off and do. They've got a read aloud that goes along with it, an activity that goes along with it, so you can kind of see how that goes. I also have a sight word of the week. I always put a little video that they can watch that helps them practice the song. And I also put down like what they're going to do in their packet if they're at home. And then I do the same thing for our word family of the week. There's a song that they can watch, and then words that they need to know for the week. And then you can see I also have my my Headsprout and my Lexia that's there, so that I say that this is what they're recommended to do daily, but it's also very, very, very clickable. For research writing, Pebble Go, it has the information there. So again, I just use this really as a resource. We're doing dinosaurs in science still, and so I have some extra resources for them to explore there. So that's what our reading looks like for every week. I'm going to scroll down here so that I can just navigate back to my learning activities for the week. And again, I make it really easy, really clickable for kids. And I always use the same format week to week. For math, this week, again, I have my goals at the top. I have the required assignment. Then I have everything they need to know. I have a schedule for which lessons we're gonna do. I have a something to go over the concepts for the week. I try and have a song that goes over the concepts for the week, activities that they can do at home, and then I have just the online resources that they can use to practice various math skills. And again, at the bottom, you can either navigate to the home page or back to the learning activities for the week. So that's my page in a nutshell. I really am loving using Canvas. If you have any questions at all about how to incorporate Canvas into your planning or into your online courses, please let me know. You can reach out over email, and I would be glad to help you. Good luck.